Hey everyone, it's Zach here, and today I'm starting a new series called How to Build, and then insert topic. So today I'm doing How to Build Stranger Things. So in this series I'm going to be taking a look at a couple of fairly easy to build things that you, with your own pieces, should be able to make, and I'll be showing you how to build them. So the little builds shown here are 11, demogorgon, the egg, the slingshot and a couple of rocks, the bat, the weapon that they use in the upside down, and the Dungeons and Dragons table. Plus, maybe another mystery thing. Yeah, we'll see. So let's get into it. So here's the first build, which is 11, and for this I'm using this torso for her, which I think is found in the Thunder Park, as well as some flesh-colored hands, then this widow's peak hair, and in brown, and this face is Frodo's, but I think you can really use any headpiece as long as it resembles her closely enough and doesn't have any extravagant features. And I'm using these light purple legs. So obviously, if you play with Lego, you know how to put it together: torso, head, hair, and also this walkie-talkie. I thought I'd give her. So yeah, that's pretty much 11, and I think without modifying any of the pieces, this captures her pretty well. I would like to have a better face though. I think the face is slightly off-putting. But yeah, that's it for 11. So here we have probably the simplest build in the entire thing, and it's the slingshot. It pretty much consists of joining this grey arm to this red sort of fork piece, and that's pretty much it. That's how you do it. And if I take 11 here, I can sort of demonstrate how it is used. If you attach that to her arm there, then you can grab one of these rocks, or studs, and we'll use them as rocks like they do in the show. And if I can attach it here, you can see that's sort of how you can position it, and I think it kind of looks quite a bit like the slingshot. I wish I had a yellow piece of these, but I don't know if Lego has produced any of those, and I certainly don't have any of those of my own. If you want to make the rock bigger, you could always add one of these onto the top. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the slingshot. So here's the egg from the upside down that we see in the show, and although we only saw like a short scene of it, it definitely captured a lot of people's attention, including mine. And I thought I'd show you how to make this. Now, here we have a 2x2 sloped brick here, and 2x2 rounded one that's got which is a slightly which is not a translucent yellow, though I think it would probably look better in this color. We've also got a couple of cheese slopes, and a couple of 2x1s, one here, one here, one here, and we've also got a 1x1 and another 1x1 with a what's it called? Anyway, this brick here. So basically, what you want to do is take this piece and put it here, and then we're going to grab this one here and put it here, and then put the rounded brick here, then these ones here with the 1x1 stud, put that down, and then put these on here. So yeah, that's a lot of words there, but that's sort of how the egg turns out. And it's sort of hard to see here, but you can, when you look at it in real life, you can definitely sort of see how the bottom two pieces add to the curve even though the rest are all sort of straight pieces, and I think it looks pretty good. And I think for the scale that it's in, it sort of captures the egg-like appearance. So yeah, moving on. So this is the gun that is sort of seen in the upside down and is used by Joyce and Hopper. It isn't completely accurate, but I think it sort of captures the essence of it. So we can see here, this is the gun piece from the Lego movie, and it's in a couple of other sets as well. That's sort of the base of this. Then we have this Technic piece, another Technic piece. We've got a 1x1 stud here, 1x1 round brick, and a dome piece, and this is also a stud on top. So if we take the Lego movie gun, and we can attach this to this, but first what we're going to do is put this on. We're going to put this piece on here, and then we're going to move this piece over here, and then if you just leave, so we put it on backwards, and if we leave just enough room, we can fit this on here for this piece here, and then put this here. So this dome piece is sort of meant to be like the light shining out of the torch, which is what this is meant to be. And then I guess you can sort of imagine whatever this would be like. I guess the ammunition would be in here, and then it'd get transferred to the gun and then get shot. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. So here we have Jonathan's bat. I guess it's Jonathan's, or it could be Nancy. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's the bat what we see in the show. So I've used the cone piece here, the stick, the stud with the hole in it, and the other cylinder piece. So I don't actually have one of the Lego bats, so I wanted to try and make my own, and I think the design I've come up with works pretty well. So what you do is you take this piece and you push it through the hole in here just far enough, and then take the cone, push it down, and then put this one on top. And I think for the pieces that it uses, it works out fairly well, and there's enough space for a minifigure to hold it. And I'll just grab 11, and you can see right here, that's how it looks. So yeah, that's that. And here we have the Dungeons and Dragons board game sort of thing, the table that we see. And to start off, you can see here the table base. So this is a 6x4, I think, just a 6x4 base that I used, and then on top there's a 1x6 plate that goes here, and you can use, I guess, any sort of plates in there, but you do need one stud here and some other studs here to be able to stick the table on, to be able to stick the board game on. And then on the base I've got 4 of these, and you can just take them and put them in. Now you could also use ones without the hole, but I think using them sort of gives it a more interesting design. And I also have lots of these pieces, so sort of figured I'd rather use these ones up. And so then on the table, you can see here, this is meant to represent the demogorgon that we see in the show. So I've just taken a spider, the older mold that has the clip piece here, and then on the back you can see one of these pieces that's sort of got the sharp edge, and then you can attach it to one of these clip pieces that's got like this, and the 2x4, and then you put it on a 2x4 plate, and then you can attach it to the table here. Now this one is sort of meant to represent the wizard that Will plays as. Now I know it's not exactly that accurate. It's really not that good of a representation, but I guess it's sort of, if you know what it is, then it sort of gets the job done. And then it's just a 2x4 sand plate that it puts on, and then if you just put these together, and that sort of makes up the Dungeons and Dragons board. And then finally, you can see these are the 2 plates that get stuck together. Now, you can choose to have, if you have stickered prints, then you could choose some. I've used this one. I think this came in the Town Hall, and this one came in the Catwoman set from this year. Now this one, I guess you can really use anything, but I think the sort of the darker ones and a light one sort of work well together. The idea is that you sort of make like a thick booklet that we see in the show, and then on the back I've used some blue pieces to represent sort of the cover. Although it can't close completely, I think it sort of works. And you've got the one clip piece here in light grey, and then the other clip in blue, and then two 2x1 plates on either side to finish it off. And then you can finish this off by just putting it here, and you can sort of flop it to one side by slightly hinging it in the middle. And that's it for the Dungeons and Dragons board game table thing. So here we have the Demogorgon. Now this one is a bit more of a trickier build, and use some techniques that I don't think are quite legal in Legos books. And so to start off with the legs, I've got a 3x1 plate here, and a 2x1 plate, and then a 1x1 cheese slope brick that's placed on top. And then it's sort of mirrored on the other side, except there's a 2x2 plate instead of a 2x3, and that allows the legs to look more in action, I think, in that way. So that's the legs there. And then here we've got the arm piece. So in the middle, this uses this sort of special technique, and then a bar is pushed all the way through. And then we have the cone piece that is pushed onto this side, and then the arms from Golem that are used here, and that's the same on the other side. Yeah, that's it for the arms. So then we have the headpiece here, and the headpiece uses three exact same pieces, and then this red piece here. Or you could go without it. I think it looks better with it. And what you do is you stack them all on top of each other, and then you sort of just turn them so that they're sort of angled like this. Yep. And then you take this piece, and you've got the one with the stud in the middle, and you stick it onto another one of these pieces here, and then you put this down here, and that with the 3x1 brick there and the 1x1 stud. And then what you do is you take your two legs and you push them on here on either side, and then you can take the arms and put them over here, and that leaves gap, and that, without anything there, that leaves a big enough gap to push that in, so the cylinder pieces have room to go. And then on the very back end you can push this onto here, and yep, that's pretty much it. You can sort of adjust the camera. So there you go, that's the Demogorgon. Damn it. Now I did say there'd be one more build, and here it is. I wasn't gonna leave you hanging, and this is 11 when she is put in the tank. So to make this uses also 4 pieces like the other, well, 5 sort of pieces like the last 11, and I think she's using another hobbit head. I can't remember. Oh no, this is actually from Harry Potter, and this is Malfoy's head. So I've got the face here that's sort of uncertain and quite worried, and then her torso is a Star Wars torso, I think from one of the battle packs, but the reason I used it is because of that brown strap there, and the tan body and pants sort of represent the suit that she's in, and I've also given her some skin tone arms. And here you can also see this is the space helmet, and this has just got one of these clear pieces here, since I don't have a full one that covers the whole thing. It's sort of made to look like it's up, and then you can just pop this on top of there, and that's it, and that's your 11. So that concludes this video. I had a good time making all of these things, especially the demogorgon. That was probably the hardest build, but also the funnest. And I also like the Dungeons and Dragons table. That one's probably one of my favorites as well. I hope this video may have inspired you to even make your own, and if it does, be sure to share with me what you end up creating, and also leave your thoughts below on what you'd like to see me do next. Maybe like I don't know, like a superhero one or another movie or anything, and I'll be sure to take those into consideration. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!